man. Can't ball in a life, man. Go on with it, go on with it. Do us. So we are coming in with a force. Yeah. Blessing the reap and we coursing on.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Shay, and I am back with some more Love and Marriage Huntsville tea. Okay, this time we are including Stormy again, Mel slightly, and Marceau and Letitia. Okay, so Stormy puts this on her social media. I literally woke up to this morning. This is so extremely rare. It's crazy. I woke up at this exact time to see this. Total sales 7.77K. And the meaning in this movement is divine. I was contemplating on a thing last night, and this was the sign I needed to move on it. What thing is she contemplating? You know, it's a lot of very different variables in these things that Stormy posted. She later posts after that all the definitions of the 777, where this one says you are most likely to receive 777 as a message at a time when you are experiencing a great deal of doubt. Whatever the circumstances, the angel number 777 is trying to let you know that everything is actually fine with your spiritual path. And it further says the 777 angel number meaning is a very powerful one. It's a sign that the universe is with you and is supporting you on your spiritual path, especially when you may be doubting your chosen path, okay? And here's more of a definition of whatever the 777 means. I know a lot of times Melody posts 1111. She posts 777 and all these different numbers and all these different things. But Stormy even posts this. She says, here's some pictures of her and her family. They went to the Opryland, I believe that's there in Huntsville to celebrate the Christmas holiday. And she says, y'all have no idea how much these images mean to me. Christmas just hadn't been feeling Christmassy for this year. I planned a photo shoot with @BookBeCreative about 5 times and had to cancel because life was lifing. Between moving warehouses while having unforeseen growing pains in business, social media bullying, etc., I just couldn't get all I wanted done. I booked this Christmas getaway to Opryland last Friday as a last-ditch effort to have a Christmas. Then Chess got extremely sick Monday, and we almost decided to not go. But miraculously, he came around today, and we decided to come. And I'm so happy because I actually have Christmas pics. Even though they're not the professional ones I plan to take, we have a Christmas memory Chess can look back on. I'm literally so happy for the small things these days because gratitude always increases your altitude. 2023 is up in every way. The Victor. Now, Stormy, I understand that you're going through some things, and this is nothing to play about when people, obviously, you are posting things that reference to you unaliving yourself. However, I am really getting sick and tired of people claiming that social media bullying and this and that and the third, and constantly pointing the finger in the wrong direction. You need to be having a conversation with your mother and telling her, Mom, you shouldn't be posting stuff on social media because you know my past with my anxiety or whatever she has going on, because clearly this is something that Stormy has discussed in the past where she has had issues with wanting to unalive herself before. She has issues and a series of issues with depression and all these things. So it would behoove those that are around her to read situations correctly and not try to make themselves seem like the victim all the time. You know, sometimes we have to really take a second look at ourselves and make corrections. And instead, we are always so quick to point the finger at somebody else. And now whatever you do to yourself is the direct course from somebody else. It's somebody else's fault. And I don't agree with that. So here we are with another cryptic note that she puts up that says, and on that note, I'm checking out. I'm going to miss y'all. So apparently now she's going to log out of her social media, which in my opinion, that's what she really needs to do. And there was also a GIF of a young woman doing the peace sign, basically saying, I'm rolling up out of here. Okay. Let me say this. Now, I understand needing therapy and needing assistance to kind of work through your thoughts and things like that, but this constant blaming other people, basically people are insinuating that Mel is the one that's the cause of all of this stuff and how Stormy is feeling. You know, I just really would task everybody with holding everybody on the cast accountable. Like, why don't they ever hold Martell accountable for the stuff that he does? Why don't they ever come back and say, well, Martell, couldn't you just dissolve this rumor by saying this? Or Tisha, why couldn't you dissolve this by saying this? And input Tisha and Marceau here. Now, Marceau has something to say. He says, if you're lonely at the top, because you did it. If you're lonely at the top, you did it wrong because you ain't at the top. Lifting as we climb. Boy, you couldn't even lift your body weight. Let's just stop. Now, here he wants to go talking in riddles again. And we all know that you're basically talking about Mel. Like, all these people, it's getting very annoying. And at this point, you know, I don't even know what is to come with this show because it seems like everybody is centered around hating Melody, and it's just getting very boring. And then, of course, his wife has to join the party of the Woe Is Me gang and says, put this post up. You never had to assassinate someone else's character to acquire what God has for you. If you have to pull someone down to be pulled up, it's not God. And you know what? I'm getting really tired of a lot of them using God as their reference of shading people. Now, Marceau and Tisha don't ever talk about God, but y'all want to talk about it now because Stormy is referencing it and Mel frequently references it in reference to where her blessings have come from. You know, it's just really sad that a group of grown-up people are on the internet acting like fools. I really think that Stormy needs to take this welcomed break from social media if it's really causing her this much turmoil. But I want her to understand as she takes this very much needed break, because at the end of the day, no matter who I like on the show, I am really more of an advocate of truth and realism. I realize that everybody on this show has a problem with Mel because they don't want to talk about their own problems, okay? You know, Destiny, I watched Diana Rose's video, which inspired a lot of looking up this information for these posts. And I agree with her that she talked about how nobody really goes to anybody else to get answers. Like, people are talking about Destiny and Martell could potentially have had something going on. Just like Martell cleared it up in that scene with Melanika, where he said, no, you know, we haven't never done anything since high school, even though he tried to throw her under the bus and say that. He could have easily said in a scene with Destiny, besides her constantly pulling up stuff from TMZ trying to talk about Mel all the time, the very same person that you said you can't stand and you don't want to be her friend, you're pulling up videos of her instead of clearing up rumors that pertain to you directly. Y'all could have had a conversation and said, I need you to say that we have never slept together. And that would have been that. Even on the show where Marceau and Tisha is been brought out that they helped to finance his whole cheating brigade. He could have went on there and said, no, you guys never helped me do that. If that was the case, if you wanted to clear these things up. It's because some of this stuff may be allegedly true and some of them may not be. Who knows? But y'all can clear up each other's drama if you wanted to. Y'all don't want to clear up the drama because you're so busy hating on Melody. And it's just getting very boring and tired. Like, I don't even understand why Carlos, supposed to be the king of reality TV, is allowing this to go on. It's been said that he has given the green light for Marceau and Tisha to not talk about their problems. And I wonder what is the goal behind that? Because for you to allow an entire cast to bully one person, because if we want to talk about bullying, the bullying is really happening by way of Melody Cherie. And I don't know how this woman has the strength to constantly put a shield of grace on top of her to deal with all these people's stuff. Now, Melody got some things with her. She says some little slick stuff out of her mouth too. But everybody is going to have to at some point combat when somebody is constantly coming for them. And these people are constantly coming for her, constantly talking about her in every single scene. But you can't stand her. I don't get it. When you're in interviews, you're constantly talking about her. Now, y'all can always talk about all this stuff. Oh, Melody did this, and Melody is the culprit for this, and Melody did that. But y'all can't give her the gratitude for actually helping y'all to get on a platform that has helped you to promote your bar, your cigar lounge, promote your chocolate in a bottle. Destiny promote, I don't even know what you doing, because you so busy talking about Mel, you're not even showcasing the things that you're doing. I don't see you selling not one house on your page. I don't see you doing nothing to showcase positivity in your life besides hating on other people and figuring out how to leech off the next person. And Tisha and Marceau, yes, y'all are promoting y'all business on the show, but y'all are acting like Mel had nothing to do. This woman paid to have the meeting with Carlos King to create this show. Now, we're beating a dead horse with talking about, oh, everybody should thank her. At this point, I'm pretty sure Mel doesn't care. But what you don't need to do is keep on dancing around the question when it's asked and purposely not give her the credit where credit is due. Now, that is annoying, and it's very obvious. It's so obvious that these people dislike this lady so much, and it's just absolutely insane to me. I've never seen people hate on somebody so bad. But you know what, y'all? I'll say this. I don't ever want anybody to unalive themselves. I want Stormy to get the much needed help that she needs. I want her to get into therapy and talk about the things, because it can definitely be stressful having to, being the only successful person in your family and trying to take care of an entire family the way that she does. And the way that Stormy throws money in people's faces sometimes, and I don't think that she thinks that she's being a snob the way that she does it, but I'm pretty sure there's a lot of pressure behind the boastfulness. Like, she's happy that she's rich and she has the money, but it's probably a lot of weight and pressure on her shoulders to stay on top. Because with all these black hair brands out here that are constantly competing with her, yes, you're always going to have competition, but to stay above them is a constant warpath. And I get it. And she wants to create a life for her son that he doesn't ever have to want for anything. And I think that any self-respecting mom wants that as well. But what we're not going to do is sit up here and blame somebody else for your depression. Okay, you got to put blame where it needs to be. Y'all keep on talking about, oh, the fans this, the fans that. Okay, leave it with the fans. But when you decide to put yourself on a public platform on TV, you are leaving yourself out there for scrutiny, and you have to have tough titties to deal with it. Ask Marceau. He wear his tough titties every day. They hanging and sagging. He got a little waist trainer and everything and a bra to hold them up so he can keep it going. Maybe you need some tips and pointers from him on how to keep yourself steady with the drama. All in all, y'all got to stop this stuff. Put the blame where it needs to be. Stormy, you need to go and have a conversation with your mother and tell her to get her facts straight before she goes on the internet talking smack. Okay? Because this whole situation with Mel, where she tried to make it seem like Mel was talking about you and a recording device in her house, any fool knows that those words came directly from the TMZ interview. You can listen to the interview and what she said word by word from what Destiny played. And y'all keep on wanting to be around. You keep on wanting to hang around Destiny and Tisha and all of them. Nobody's saying that you can't be their friends, but look how they treat somebody that used to be a close friend of theirs. And y'all think that this woman is supposed to go back and be friends with these ladies. Why? They're trifling. Nobody in their right mind will be friends with these chicks, knowing what they've done. Destiny, the minute that you could, you running back and telling my business, or you talking about me in every scene, anything to keep you from having to talk about whatever you got going on with Moses. Or whatever you got going on in your life, and you can't talk about your baby daddy and your ex-husband and what's going on, but you can air out everybody else's business. And you want to talk about Mel doing this and Mel doing that, but you've been friends with Martell for 24 years. You're not trying to air him out. And when you had money troubles or you doing all this and Mel was helping you, where was your friend of 24 years to help you when you were going through a struggle and strain? Does Martell provide you a village for your son? It's just a lot that people are putting on Melody's shoulders to hold the weight of. But then the minute that she doesn't meet all of your expectations and requirements, if you will, for her to do whatever you want her to do, now all of a sudden y'all the judge and jury and y'all gonna attack this lady. I'm frankly tired of it. It's getting very annoying. It's straining. It's very draining. Like, I'm tired. I'm so tired. I hope that Stormy gets the help that she needs. I hope that Tisha goes back and talks to Dr. Francis about her hateful jealousy for Mel and gets a damn life. I hope that Marceau goes on some extra runs and goes to the gym with Martell and maybe go over to the compound with Lewis and lift some proper weights to get rid of them titties that's sagging. I hope that all of them get a freaking life and leave Melodies alone. Okay? And that's all I got to say, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.